Being consistent in working out doesn't mean to drag your body into the gym every single day. Same as in reading, just opening a book will not cut it. Being consistent means to do an X amount of work every single day. When it comes to language learning, being consistent is to learn a set amount of grammar points or immerse by watching content for a set amount of time. If you're using an application that utilizes spaced repetition like Anki, the one and the only way to stay consistent with it is to do all the daily reviews so that there will be nothing else left for that day. You can say, but May, I don't have time to do that. I have so much going on. My answer to that would be, you do have the time to do that, but you choose not to. For example, how often do you open YouTube every day? How often do you find yourself on another social media like TikTok or Instagram mindlessly scrolling through videos instead of doing the thing that you actually need to be doing? If you say, but I have too much reviews, then you should just lower your new daily course goal. It is only your problem that you don't have 30 to 40 minutes every single day to do the thing that you actually need to be doing. If you can fly, run. If you can run, walk. If you can walk, then crawl. But by all means, keep moving. Martin Luther King, Jr. The first and one of the most important lessons that I've learned after learning Japanese daily is to set realistic daily goals, aka manageable daily routine that can be only modified in the long run. If you do agree with me and you want to achieve your language learning goal, then here are 5 tips that I use in my study that will make your goal a reality. The first one is to track your progress. Imagine this, after a year of studying daily, you have reached a certain checkpoint, whether that is watching a whole video without having to look up a word, or maybe you have reached a round number of known vocab. Wouldn't it be nice if you had at least something that you could look back at, like your first fully understood sentence, or maybe the day that you hit your first 1,000 words? It's like for an artist to look at his old paintings. It inspires and motivates to do better. And let's go! To track your progress, you can just use a journal or add-ons to do everything for you. There's also a site that allows you to track your whole entire routine and provides charts for you. It is called Polylogger. I personally don't use it, but if you track every aspect of your language routine, it is the perfect tool that allows you to do exactly that. The second tip is making it enjoyable. Making your studies enjoyable is crucial for maintaining consistency. It increases motivation. It reduces the time that you spend procrastinating in between your study sessions by helping getting rid of that boredom, which often lead to giving up on studying. It does so by making the process feel less like a chore. It also leads to a better retention of information. Substantial evidence has established that emotional events are remembered more clearly, accurately, and for longer periods of time than neutral events. Making your study enjoyable will also encourage a positive mindset towards studying, thus making it easier to maintain a consistent routine. To make your studies more enjoyable, consider using varied study methods, rewarding yourself after completing study sessions, incorporating your interests into your study material, studying in different environments to avoid monotony, experimenting with mnemonic strats, whether it's drawing or making AI prompts for the kanji. The third tip will be joining a study group or finding a study partner. The most crucial thing that helped me continue studying for more than 341 days is definitely the community. Back in January, I created a Discord server for people who are learning Japanese or languages in general to help each other. Over time, the server evolved. It evolved from just helping each other to being a whole entire family of more than 60 people who are constantly pushing each other to limits to grow further. By joining a study group, you'll constantly see people who are continuously trying to improve. That way, you will never run out of that drive for a constant improvement. If you're studying Japanese or any other language, join. It is the top link in the description. The fourth tip that I use is white noise. I know some people may find it lame, but for me, as a person who struggles to focus, I've found the white noise to be the most working thing for me to actually focus on what I'm studying, whether it's reviewing Anki or maybe any other things that I'm studying right now. I also suggest getting into the classical music because it definitely calms your brain while you're studying, and sometimes it is really hard to focus on something while you have tons of thoughts inside of your head. So white noise and classical music. The best method is the one that you stick to. I can't stress this enough. I've seen hundreds of people asking for the best advice, asking for the best app to learn kanji, but over the years the technologies are evolving. Each app becomes better, and some leading apps become irrelevant. So what I've done is I stopped searching for the best of the best of the best texts, and I just followed what I thought would be the best for me if I just stuck with it. People say Mochi Mochi is the best. People say Duolingo is best, but in reality, none of that is helpful if you don't stick with it. Plus, all of the 2 apps that I've just mentioned are completely dog water, so the only thing that you could possibly use is an application that utilizes the spaced repetition system, like Anki. If you made it this far, please consider subscribing. It'll help me out a lot, and I'll see you in the next one.